Good afternoon and welcome back to Visit Fylde Coast. We're here today on Fleetwood seafront. We're actually at the Esplanade, or according to this sign down here, formerly the Fylde Esplanade. So the rain stopped for 2 minutes and the sun's come out, as you can see. The view over there towards the lakes is absolutely beautiful. So while I was in the great metropolis of Fleetwood, I thought that I would take you for a walk to the top of the mount, because today the view from up there will be rather special. And we're going to go and have a look and see this lovely building since it's been finished. There's a guy from Wire Council joined us that's cutting the grass, so we'll have the odd intermission for the mower driving up and down. But the sky's blue, the birds are singing, and all's well with the world. So before we set off, what do you need to do? You need to subscribe, you need to hit the little bell for notifications, you need to give the video a like, and don't forget to sign up for your weekly Visit Fylde Coast email newsletter, and then you'll get all the local information straight into your inbox every week. Sign up at visitfyldecoast.info/newsletter. Let's go see what we can see. And here's the road sign, look, that's the one that I was reading from. So this is the main seafront road that runs that way to Russell Tower and back behind me towards the North Euston. And you can just see in the distance down there the Mount Pub. And you might remember that very recently that poor beautiful building was the casualty of yet another fire, and you can see that all the roof joists are out and they've all been burnt away. In fact, you can still smell charred wood as the wind's blowing this way. We've not heard anything yet about what they're going to do with that, so the jury is out, and you can see through that gap there what a beautiful view it is out into the sea and across to the wind farm. So if you head that way, you come to the North Euston Hotel and the main kind of seaside holiday area of Fleetwood. And we need to just quickly scoot past this guy because he's doing this little bit of grass here, so I think the magpie's going to get evicted as well. That's better. We've come away from the corner and the Mr. Mower man. And this is all the YMCA Health and Fitness Centre and the swimming pool, and that of course is the Marine Hall. And we're back into the oncoming wind again, so apologies if it sounds rather noisy. In fact, I think I'll join you at the top. Wow, look at that for a view. We'll take it all in and then I'll do a little bit of zooming and we'll have a look at it at a bit close quarters. The white building is Heysham Power Station. That is about as clear as you ever see it, that. I think that little boat disappearing into the distance is that big new ferry that they've just taken delivery of, that's sailing in and out of Heysham. That's the view over to Lancaster and Williamson Park, etc. I think it's called Williamson Park. And that's the shipyards at Barrow on the end of there, I believe. I think I'm right. I shall have to consult with TY when I get back home. he's my land spotter. This is the wind farm that looks very different from here compared to Cleveley's. And then of course you can just see Russell Tower just poking out of the end of the buildings and the poor Mount Hotel. And this is the Mount Pavilion. This is the Mount Pavilion looking all resplendent with its World War I memorial clock on the top. And there's a plaque inside it dedicated on the 19th of February 1918. And that's a memorial to all of the people of the town that didn't come back after the First Great War. And it's just dropped slightly, but that is the green flag flying at the top of the mast pole. So in the 1830s, this was all desolate land and rabbit warrens owned by Peter Hesketh, and he hired Decimus Burton, the well-known architect, to plan his new town for him. And they came up here. At the time it was called Star Hill, and it was also known as Tup Hill. And they came up here and they stood here and they plotted out how they were going to build a half wheel street plan for Fleetwood. And you can't see that now because the street plan is kind of towards the back of us. And all these trees round the back of the Mount Gardens have sort of obscured the view. But if you'd got a quadcopter, or if you look on Google Maps, you will see exactly what I mean. So they marked it all out, and at the back end of the 1830s, an original decagon-shaped summer house was added to the top of the mount. Goodness, what a view! That's lovely. That's amazing. And on Heritage Open Days, which is in September, the Mount Pavilion is open and you can go inside and you can stand on this balcony up here. And I know that because I've done that myself. And the view from just that little bit higher up is absolutely stunning. And this is a really lovely building inside. It was restored in 2020. Kick-started in 2016 by a grant, a fund, a donation from Mrs. Lofthouse, she of Fishermen's Friends, and she gave £1 million towards the campaign to restore it, and that paid for the railings and quite a lot of work in the grounds because these have all been tidied up and new bedding and landscaping added in recent years. So we'll have a look at the view now. I'll see if I'm steady enough to be able to zoom in and show you the view because it's quite a zoom. We might be going to as far as the video camera will allow me to, but we'll have a bash and we'll see what we make of it. I'll try not to make you sick. This is where we start getting to find out how bad my geography is. Wow, that's some zoom. In fact, I can see a lot of things on the camera that I can't even see with my eyes. Ooh, I'll try and hold that steady. As we look around the bay. Goodness, I can see loads of things now that I can't see just standing here looking. So that's the power station at Heysham. That's a rather attractive looking yacht coming into the front of the shot. And on Fleetwood seafront at the Esplanade is a kind of a silhouette plan of all the hills. So you can get a better idea of all the landmarks from down there. We all know I'm geographically challenged, so I'll do my best. I'll do my best to hold the camera still. Little fishing boat off fishing. Lots of seagulls all enjoying the warmth of the roof and the sunshine while the sun manages to not go in for 5 minutes. Goodness, it's as clear as a bell. Some days it just completely disappears and you can't see anything. If you recognise anything in the view, pop a comment below. I'm sure that's the shipyards at Barrow where they make the nuclear submarines. I'll just twazzle, oh, that's is that the Isle of Man? No, it can't be. It's not far enough round. It must be some other landmass. Can't usually see it in the daytime. It's usually at night when you see it. That was a swallow that's just shot past. Let's see if I can find the wind farm. Here we go, look. And there's the turbines. Yeah, they are the swallows, aren't they? Or swifts, or San Martins, or something beginning with an S. That's amazing. What a view. So this is where you get a bit of a before and an after when you leave the sort of seafront side of the mount. Oh, listen! Just to prove it chimes. That was good timing, wasn't it? 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock. Yeah, so when you walk down here, all of a sudden the wind drops. So what feels like a blowing tornado on the seafront turns into not much more than a gentle breeze, and a lot of work's been done round the back of the Mount Gardens, which is where most of the sort of proper gardens are, if you like. So there's a new little play area for little kids. And then down here is the Mount Lodge, and this is a beautiful little building. And it was originally Decimus Burton's office. Really lovely little building. And that's completely been restored and modernised. Isn't that lovely? And these gardens have all been replanted. New walls, new paths. It's beautiful. And there's a tribute down here, look, to Mrs. Lofthouse. We're going to have a look at this. Who, of course, has done all kinds of things in Fleetwood. All kinds of things. There you go. Dedicated to the memory and legacy of the mother of Fleetwood. Died on the 30th of March 2021. And from here there's a beautiful view of it as well. Loads of wildlife, loads of birds darting about. So I hope you've enjoyed that little tour of a little green area of tranquility on the edge of Fleetwood seafront. Don't forget, make sure that you've subscribed, make sure that you've hit the little bell for notifications, make sure that you've signed up for your email newsletter, and give this video a like. And until next time from the Mount, we will see you again. Bye for now.